Good evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to present before you a very simple recipe of chicken pakoda, but in memory of what I had to a place I had visited some time back. Now this particular recipe is a non-vegetarian recipe which I am putting up specifically for a young fan of mine who was really I guess he really wanted some non-vegetarian items in my recipe channel. So here I am before you with a chicken pakoda in a special way. So let's begin. So first of all, I have taken here minced chicken, around 300 grams of minced chicken. So those of you feel that where will I get the minced chicken? Well, it's very easy. Life has become very easy for us. We get chicken like this in the departmental stores. Here everything is done. We just need to cut open and it's ready. We just need to wash it and it's ready for use. I have shredded around 2 cubes of Amul cheese here. I'll use that with this particular recipe. Around 2 big sized onion chopped irregularly. I'm using here around 20 pods of garlic and 1 chili chopped. You can always vary the number of chilies that you're using, and also some dhania leaves or coriander leaves. As regards the dry ingredients, I'll be using 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi powder, 1.5 teaspoon of Kashmiri mirch, 2 teaspoons of cumin powder or jeera powder, and 2 teaspoons of coriander powder or dhania powder. And the whole thing I will be doing is that I'll be mixing up with besan or gram flour, and of course we will need oil as well as the amount of salt that you need according to your taste. Now when I ate this particular pakoda when I was in Bhutan, I felt it was something different. The pakoda was made in a different manner, and just by eating it I felt that I need to go back home and try it. And so this is the first time I'm trying to make it, and I hope it will come out very good. By eating it, whatever I felt about that particular pakoda, I'm trying to do it or put it into action. Let's see whether we really come or whether we really get that particular taste that I got. And I was so happy with that taste that I ordered for a second plate. So let's see if the same thing happens or same magic happens in my kitchen today. So I'm taking the washed and ground, I'm talking about the chicken keema here. I will put the other ingredients here. So the onions go in, the coriander leaves and the chilies as well as the garlic. We'll also put in the dry ingredients, all of them together into the bowl, and then let's just try to mix it up. We'll mix it up, and give it a nice mix. So what I have a feel is that that particular pakoda that we ate did not have any water from outside to make it. The water actually came from the chicken. So let's see if we can get that particular consistency. So I'm putting in the 2 cubes of cheese there. The cheese is an extra element that I'm adding. There was no cheese in that recipe that I had, but I love cheese and so does my family. So I try to put in little cheese if I want to make it special, and so hopefully it will be special. Now let's do one thing. I haven't told you the amount of ground flour that you need or the besan that we need. So what I'll try to do is that I'll add a little and try to mix together. So don't add everything together, but just little by little, so that you can, till the moment you can make balls out of it. So basically it will be more of chicken and not more of besan. So we'll put in some more besan. So I haven't added salt. So I'm just trying to mix the besan along with the mixture of the keema and to a consistency in which it will make balls, small balls. No, we still need more. So there's a lot of, actually inside the chicken keema there will be a lot of water. That water we will knead into the that water itself will help us knead the ground flour or the besan into the chicken. Right. So it feels good, I guess. A little more. So this particular thing, it will be your idea of how whether the chicken will stick to each other when that much you need. You have to decide on that. So I think now it's okay. It's coming together into a ball. I think it's all right. But if we add too much of besan, the taste will be all flour, the ground flour taste will be very heavy and predominating, which I do not want. I want the chicken taste to predominate in my chicken pakora. And now is the time I will put in the salt, right? And salt too, I think we should be very careful. The salt can make or break a dish. So I'm just putting in salt as much as I feel is necessary, and then I will make a ball, and then I'll fry it, and I'll eat it, and then I get the taste and I decide whether that amount of salt is okay or we need more of it. So that much is done. Yes, so all of them are coming together now. I think this much is okay for my balls to be formed with this particular the chicken that we have put in. So if you can look up, it's a full mixture of chicken and all the other elements there. It's become red because of the turmeric and also because of the I think the Kashmiri red mirch. You can increase the amount of redness if you want by increasing the Kashmiri mirch from in your dish, but I think not too much will not do any good. So let me put it in the refrigerator for some time, 5 minutes, so that everything gets together properly, and then we go about making balls and frying them. I've taken this out of the refrigerator, and so first of all I just try to make a small ball out of it and then try and taste it. By cooking it, we just try and taste for the salt, and then we will get going. So I've already heated the oil. I've used a vegetable oil, in fact, just try and fry it and see. Because it's a very small thing that I've taken up, small ball, but just I wanted to check whether the salt is fine, and then once the salt is fine, I can really get going and make balls with the part that's remaining as well. But one thing we need to remember is that we need to fry this very well because nothing is cooked here. So it'll take some time. Be patient, and whenever you're patient, your things come up very good. And you know what, everything we make and everything, all the moms that cook up in the kitchen, when we see the smiles on our kids' faces, and then all the trouble that we have taken to make something really vanishes in the thin air. And I think we need to really cook it in slow flame, otherwise internally it will not be cooked. So we'll wait for it to cook, then taste for the salt. Okay, so this has been cooking for some time. It has browned well. So we'll just take it out and check whether it's done. Yes. Now we'll check for the salt. So this is out, and now let's check for the salt. It seems cooked from inside as well, and we can see the gooey or cheesy thing there. Yes, it's getting the taste that I had. I think I can put a little bit of salt again. Just a little. And I have put one big chili, but there's no spice. I'm talking about the hotness, it's not there. So if some people like it very, very hot, you can use 2 chilies also, I guess. So now let me wash my hands and make balls with this mixture. So I use some extra salt here, and then I will try to make balls out of the mixture. But I think we should keep the balls a little smaller, because one thing, we have to be very careful is about the, the raw flavor of the besan. That should not meet the tongue of the person who eats it. So we'll make balls like this and drop them directly to the pan, so that while the others are being made, these are being cooked. So I'll just put a few in and make the others. In fact, you can do one thing, directly drop them into the fire, drop them into the pan. So be patient and you can do this. So I'm making the balls and then putting them directly to the pan. So this is like any other pakora that you make, just that a little tastier. Necessarily the kids will love it because it's made of chicken and it's so easy to make. So I'm dropping them. Just reduce the flame a bit so that it can be cooked to the center. So the last one that will go in will take some around 4-5 minutes. Then we turn and then go about making balls of the other mixture that's there. And then we will have nice and hot pakoras for snacks today. So we see they are nicely heating up and getting cooked, and we are patiently waiting for the pakoras to cook. We see them cooking very nicely, cooking up, and we already have around 6 of them ready to be gobbled down. But we'll have to wait for all these to be out so that they can be beautifully served, and the snacks will be yummier with the presentation. Here's my plate full of temptation, chicken pakoras in a unique way. Serve it with your special choice of sauces or mayonnaise. So, for you, do like and subscribe.